Good morning, everyone. This morning, I want to talk to you about the way we do our board breaking process in the Black Belt Spectacular that we hold once a year. And this is just a personal belief and our culture of our school. We don't really do board breaking. We don't train for it. I don't personally believe in the typical benefits that most people have for them. But we use it as a metaphor for breaking through obstacles and problems in your life, literally. So what we do from white through black, the students never practice board breaking at all. So what happens is we get at the third pretest, just about maybe about 2 weeks before the Black Belt Spectacular, actually our Black Belt test, every student is given 5 boards. If they're going for first degree, if they're going for second degree, they get 10 and up. And we want them to bring it back at Samurai Dinner, which is usually a week before the Black Belt Spectacular. It's the night for the dinner that explained later on in our procedure. But we give them 5 boards, and we want them to take them home and really think about the 5 obstacles in their life, 5 things that they're afraid of, 5 things that scares them. And we want kids, adults, teens to actually paint and color each board. So each board will actually represent each one of those fears. Then every day when we see them during the week, we ask them, hey, have you done it? Which one is which? So we want them to think about that, think about this over and over again about each one. Some draw pictures, some write the word, some have their own secret way of writing stuff, which is all great. And then on the day of the spectacular, probably about, before we start at 8 in the morning, this will be about 11, just before the lunch break. Okay, so at 11, we ask them to go get it and bring all the boards. And when they bring them with them, everybody lines up, and we ask them, we show them that day, in that second, how to break them. We want them to not to use their fist, obviously because of the knuckles. But we teach them they all know how to do an elbow strike and front kick, side kick. They can do a flying side kick. They can do a knee. Things that I know it's not going to be dangerous or set them up for failure, or for them to hurt themselves. So then the instructors will all line up in different groups. The instructor will hold the fear, and there's a personal coach, or one of the success coach, will actually stand by and will ask them, what is that fear? What's stopping you? I want you to think about that fear. What will it think? What would it feel like? Who would you have to be? And here's a trick board that we often go back to. Who would you have to be to break through this barrier? What would you have to do? Again, who do you have to be? Who would you have to be? Well, they say, well, I would have to be a strong, really strong. Say, great, be that person. Well, I would have to be someone that's really confident. Great, then be that person. We don't ask him to do it. We don't ask him to do it because I don't believe we're human doings. We're human beings. So our question is always, who are you being? Who are you being when you made a mistake? Who are you doing when you did something right? And let's relate back to that person. The who. Anyway, then we ask them, okay, you can practice once or twice. We show them the elbow strike or whatever it is they want to do. And sometimes we tell them which one to do. And we ask them once or twice to do it. And they get one chance to do it all out. If they don't break it, we stop. Everybody will go on to their thing. They go to the second board. Because, one strike, one kill. That's the attitude for me for board breaking. Again, we're not here discussing right or wrong, or that's a right philosophy, right, wrong philosophy. It's not about that. It's about teaching them a lesson. Is what I consider to be the history of the board breaking, and how people would stand in a wide stance, and the person with a sword would raise the sword, and they would wear wooden armor, and they had one shot, to strike and go through the barrier to do damage to the person. So we talk about the whole concept of one strike, one kill. You only get a chance one time. Then when everybody's done, then we do the process one more time. We don't talk about the board again. We keep talking about the fear. Why is that fear stopping you? Why is your arm or foot not going through it? And you cannot believe the experience a student has when they break that board or break through that barrier. Sometimes you can see physically, you can see the change in them. They get so emotional. Now, again, it's not about the board. So we don't talk about breaking one board or 100 boards at a time, or because it's not about a martial arts circus act. You know what I mean? I don't personally believe in that. Just like I don't believe in doing push-ups with your tongue, and this, we just use that as a metaphor, a lesson about breaking through barriers, and we really set the student up for success, but also a life lesson. That's the goal that we do. Anyway, so that's how we do the board breaking process. If you have any questions and stuff, get back to us, and then we'll go from there. Have a great day.